The question comes from John Chiarella of Darrigan Incorporated. What will you do to help Washington's small businesses who have been struggling to stay afloat amid numerous state mandates and to end the perpetual cycle of automatic cost of living minimum wage increases that do nothing but perpetuate the increase in the cost of living? Mr. Ferguson.
Thank you very much. In traveling to all 39 counties during this campaign, I've had a chance to listen to folks all across the state, including small business owners. One thing I've heard is, hey, sometimes we need to streamline our government on behalf of whether it's small businesses or anybody else. One thing I've pledged to do as a governor is to do exactly that. If you apply for a permit, for example, with Washington state government, and we're late in delivering that permit, you're not paying for it. We're not going to make you go to different places to get that permit. Streamline it, one-stop shopping. When it comes to small business, I've talked about my commitment on small businesses, but I've demonstrated that in the past. When I was on the King County Council, I worked with a conservative Republican to do what? To literally go through the King County Code and make sure we're literally tearing out pages and pages and pages of our King County Code. Why were we doing that? Because there are regulations in there, to this individual's question, that were just burdensome on businesses and served no useful purpose. The mandates no longer made sense in light of time or the change of business climate. That's the approach we need as a governor, someone who can work in a bipartisan way with some of the, oh, I'm sorry, my apologies.
No problem. 60 seconds to Mr. Reichert.
Well, the first thing we have to do is stop playing gotcha. Inspectors come out, look at your businesses, gotcha. Then what happens? The Attorney General's office comes after you. Nobody wants to do business in Washington state when they're afraid of getting sued and run out of business. Do you? No. We got to stop suing our businesses so they can stay in Washington state and be productive. No new taxes. That's going to be the advantage. Sometimes we have to say no in government. It's been a rubber stamp. It's been a rubber stamp for almost 40 years. It's time to have a conservative. It's time to have a Republican. It's time to have a balanced government. No new taxes. We got to go back to crime and homelessness. Big problem, forcing businesses out of our cities and out of our state. And they're over-regulated. Regulation after regulation and tax upon tax. Why wouldn't you move your business out of Washington state? I would.